Barlow Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I'm uploading a new video, depending on the option you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. What am I bringing to you today? Today I'm bringing to you a fun video because it was something that I was doing for my little alley girl, and I thought, heck, I'm gonna record this, I'm gonna bring it to you all because it is a fun little idea that I do for Allie every October. And what is it? I make fun, easy, quick, budget-friendly, cute little Halloween treats that I can pack into her lunch for school every day. They're even great if you're having a Halloween party that you can set out that are just fun and festive. This is something that she just loves for me to do. These are definitely treats that are Pinterest inspired. And so I thought that, like I said, that it would be fun to bring these to you because Allie wanted me to do it again this year, and I'm gonna continue to do it as long as she wants me to do it. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it, and let me show you just how quick and easy these Halloween treats are, and most of all, how stinking cute they are. Today I'm gonna start off by showing you an adorable treat bag to put these treats that we're about to make in. I picked up this 24 pack of these mini paper bags. I got these at Walmart for 98 cents for this pack. I'll also be using some googly eyes. Again, you can get these at Walmart or the Dollar Tree. You're gonna pay about the same for them. I'll also be using a puffy paint or this black fabric paint that you can get from the Dollar Tree because I really like the look of it and how it elevates. It gives it a different texture. If you don't want to use a paint, you can use a black marker or a Sharpie. Really doesn't matter, it does the same thing. This is one of those DIYs that's a good DIY to dive into any of those felt scraps that you may have. I dug into mine, I pulled out an orange piece and a yellow piece, and I'm gonna cut 10 triangles from each color because I need 20 goodie bags. Using some hot glue, I'm gonna place 2 of the googly eyes down below the bottom half of this bag because if I wanna fold and close it, I don't want the eyes in the way, and so I'm gonna make this cute little scarecrow's face down on the bottom half of these bags. I'm gonna place the felt triangles right below the eyes, and no particular way. I think if it's in a funky direction, it's just gonna give it a bit more character. It's gonna make it a little bit more fun. Then taking the puffy paint, but because my puffy paint is out, I am going to be using Dollar Tree's paint. This is a 3D paint, it works the same way. I'm gonna make a couple of fun mouths using this paint. I'm gonna make a normal one for the first one here, and I'm gonna add a couple of lines to act as the stitches. And on the second one, I think I'll just kind of do a wavy line just to kind of give it that quirky, fun look. These were so easy, they really didn't take any time at all, just a couple of minutes, and the outcome is so stinking cute, and what a fun way to package these treats that I'm gonna show you. Let me show you what you're gonna need for this first quick and easy treat. For this treat, I will be using candy melts. Any colors will do. I'm using the ones that I had on hand already in my stash. What's great about these candy melts is these are microwavable. You don't have to use the double broiling method to melt these chocolates, and it still comes out nice and smooth using the microwave. I picked up these candy eyeballs. I picked them up in 2 different sizes, these smaller ones and these larger ones. These are by Wilton. You can get these at Walmart for about $1.50 a pack. I'll also be using some pre-packaged Rice Krispie treats. If you want to make your own, you can. I just bought the pre-packaged ones because these are ones that I pack in Allie's lunch anyway. And so I figured if I don't use them all, I can still use these after Halloween for her lunches. I'm gonna place just a bit of each color into a microwave safe bowl. I'm gonna place these in the microwave, and I'm gonna microwave them in increments of 1 minute. After each minute, I'm gonna pull them out, I'm gonna stir them, and I'm gonna continue doing this until I get that nice smooth consistency with no lumps in it. It took about 2.5 minutes in the microwave to get the nice smooth consistency that's needed to dip these Rice Krispie treats in. I'm I'm gonna dip just one end in, covering it about halfway. I'm using these smaller bowls because I really didn't want to waste a lot of my chocolates, and so I just wanted to use what I needed for this. And so I'm gonna use a spoon and I'm gonna really just kind of even out all the edges all the way around the Rice Krispie treat just so it has a nice clean look. I know, I'm a perfectionist, I can't help it. Once you've got the chocolate coverage on your Rice Krispie treat that you want, you're gonna place it down on some wax paper and you're gonna wanna move pretty quickly. Before the chocolate hardens and dries, I'm gonna place some of my fun little candy eyes on here, just making some fun, cute little monsters. So that way when the chocolate dries, these eyes will dry right into it. And I thought it was fun just to use several different colors. It doesn't have to be Halloween colors, just to make these cute, fun little monsters out of Rice Krispie treats. Okay, I gotta say it, these are so stinking cute. What kid doesn't love Rice Krispie treats? But to add chocolate in these fun little eyes, making it a cute little Halloween treat, I can hardly stand it. This next treat is so cute and easy. Wait till you see this. Again, I will be using some of Wilton's Candy Melts, and I'll be using an orange and a green. I'll also be using some of these pretzels, regular unsalted pretzels. These are mini ones. I'm gonna melt down my orange chocolate the same way, using the microwave in increments of a minute until I reach that nice smooth consistency. Once I've got my chocolate nice and melted, I'm gonna take my pretzels, I'm gonna dip them in, covering the pretzel with the orange candy melt, place it on my wax paper, let it dry. If you don't get the coverage that you're happy with on your pretzel, once your candy melts harden and dry, you can go in and dip them again. I did that with a couple of them because I was doing it while the chocolate was really hot. I think if I would have waited about a minute or two, the chocolate would have thickened up a bit more and I would have got a bit more coverage. I didn't mind much. The chocolate dries pretty quickly, and so I dipped them a second time. Once the chocolate on my pretzels has hardened, and if I didn't state this before, you can stick these in the refrigerator or the freezer and it's gonna harden that chocolate even quicker. I'm gonna just kind of break off any of the excess chocolate around the edges. It comes off pretty easily. I melted down just a bit of the green candy melts. Now I'm gonna take a pretzel. I'm gonna break it up because I'm gonna make a stem, because in case you haven't guessed yet, these little pretzels are going to be pumpkins. So once I've broken a piece off, I'm gonna dip these in the green chocolates. Then I'm gonna just place it on the top of my orange pretzels. And because this chocolate is melted and hasn't hardened yet, it's gonna stick to these pretzels perfectly, making these adorable pretzel pumpkins, these chocolate covered pretzels. Who doesn't love a chocolate covered pretzel? And the fact that it is a pumpkin makes for a perfect Halloween treat during the month of October to add to your kids' lunches. These are so stinking cute. And filling these little treat bags with these makes for the perfect snack size. How fun are these? These are one of Allie's favorites. As if these last two Halloween treats weren't cute enough, wait until you see this next treat. It is so quick and easy, you're gonna love this one too. Now for this treat, you're gonna need some Oreos, and Nabisco has these adorable Halloween themed Oreos out right now, which are perfect. I'll also be using some of these white candy melts and an edible marker. You can get this edible marker at Walmart for under $2 for this 2-pack. Again, I'm gonna melt down these chocolates to this nice smooth consistency that I have here. And I'm gonna go ahead and dip my Oreos in this chocolate. And again, I do wanna tell you, if you just wait a couple minutes after you pull your melted chocolate out of the microwave and let it thicken up just a bit, you'll get a better coverage. I think that because I was in the midst of doing this video and I was doing so many DIYs at one time, I was kind of in a hurry. I should have just slowed down a bit, but you know what? I dipped it a second time. I got the coverage that I needed, that I was happy with, and so if that happens, that's all you really have to do. I told you, I am not a baker. I just kind of wing this stuff and it's fun to do, and so I too make mistakes along the way, and there's probably easier and better ways to do it, so I just kind of learn as I go from year to year when I'm making Allie these treats. Once my chocolate hardened, I did have this puddle of chocolate around my cookies. I told you I am not great at this stuff. I can DIY just about anything, but I will wing it when it comes to this stuff. But hey, I still get the job done and Allie still loves it. I just used a knife, I cut off the excess chocolate and ended up with a nice clean edge around my Oreos anyway. Now I'm gonna take my edible marker and I am going to make Jack's face from A Nightmare Before Christmas. These are so fun. Allie really likes that movie. She loves that character. And so it's something that she always really looks forward to when we go to Disneyland around Christmas and Halloween time, is going to the haunted house and seeing Jack outside the house. And so I thought that this would be a fun treat to make for her this year. This is not one that I've made her before. Now, how fun are those? And again, what kid doesn't love a chocolate covered Oreo? Yum. Allie loves Oreos, so here's another super quick and easy treat using them. Not only will I be using these adorable Oreos, but I'll also be using this share bag that I picked up at Walmart for just a couple of dollars that has Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, Kisses, and Rolos. We'll be using all three of these candies. And I'll be using this orange icing bag that came with the tip on it. I'm gonna start off by taking my cookies, and for this special treat, we'll be using the Hershey Kisses. I'm gonna take the icing and I'm gonna place just a dot of it on the bottom of the Hershey Kiss to stick it to the top of the Oreo. Then I'm gonna add just a bit of icing around the bottom edge of the Hershey Kisses. I did also pick up this 4-pack of writing icing by Great Value, very inexpensive. I'm gonna take the yellow and just add 3 dots to each of the Hershey Kisses. I'm gonna set these in the fridge for just a couple minutes so the icing will harden. Now, would you just look at how stinking cute these witches' hats turned out of Oreos and Hershey Kisses. They were easy to do and really didn't take much time at all. This next treat is so cute. It's so easy. It's one that's gonna take you just a couple of seconds to do. Again, I will be using my candy mix, and for this one, we will be using the Rolos and the Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. And you'll also need some pretzel sticks. Now, you can't have a witch's hat and not have a witch's broom. How stinking cute are these? We are making a witch's broom out of pretzels and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups or Rolos. How fun are these? Super quick and easy, and it is just such a fun little treat to put in these treat bags. I tell ya, Allie just loves it because she never knows what treat I'm gonna send with her to lunch that day. This Halloween treat is such a fun one. This is not one that I send with Allie to school, but it makes for a great party favor and is so easy to do. For this one, you're gonna need a bag of Jolly Ranchers, the hard candy Jolly Ranchers. And again, I'll be using the candy eyeballs, and you're gonna need some of these treat sticks that you can get at Joann's, Michael's, Walmart for about $1. I'm gonna start off by lining a cookie sheet with either some parchment paper or wax paper. I prefer wax paper. I'm gonna take my unwrapped Jolly Ranchers and I'm gonna place them on the wax paper. When you're placing these on the wax paper, you wanna make sure that your Jolly Ranchers are touching each other because we're gonna melt these down. And so you don't need more than 3 Jolly Ranchers at a time, I guess I should say. And so I'm gonna just kind of place them side by side here. You can really do them in any direction. It's just gonna change the shape of how they melt, which makes it fun. So get creative when placing these. Then we're gonna pop these in an oven that you're gonna preheat to 350 degrees for 3, maybe 4 minutes. Don't walk away because these melt pretty quickly. Once they're good and melted, would you look at how cute these are? You're gonna wanna move pretty quickly and you're gonna place your treat sticks inside the Jolly Ranchers before the candy hardens again. Then I thought it'd be fun to add some of these candy eyeballs to these. I just think this is such a fun little treat. These are so stinking cute already. And again, you're gonna wanna move fast getting these eyeballs onto the candy before it hardens. Jolly Ranchers harden and cool pretty quickly after you pull them out of the oven. So if they harden a bit too fast,
Take a lighter, run it over the area where you want to place the candy eyeball, and it'll soften it up just enough for it to stick. I thought it'd be fun to make a Frankenstein, only silly me, I put the bolts to Frankenstein's face too high up, but that's okay. Allie's not gonna know the difference. She knew what it was and thought it was just the best thing ever. For Frankenstein's bolts, I knew that I had these edible markers, and so I knew I could use the eyeballs and just color them in. I have seen jelly beans used for this, which would be another cute alternative, is to get those black licorice jelly beans. Since I had the eyeballs, I didn't see the purpose in buying jelly beans. I knew, like I said, that I could just color these in and make them look the way I needed them to look. I will tell you that peeling these up off the wax paper was a lot easier than the parchment paper. I found that they stuck a bit more to the parchment paper. I just think that these are such a cute, fun treat to make, and it's one of those treats that you could really get the kids involved with, and they will have so much fun doing these and actually letting them decorate and draw the faces on them themselves with the edible marker is something fun to do, and it's such a budget-friendly craft to do with them. Something to do on the weekends. I guess I didn't show you earlier when I was telling you that if the candy cools and hardens a bit too quickly and you didn't have a chance to get your eyeballs on, if you just take a lighter, run it over the area where you want to put your eyeballs, it'll soften up the candy just enough for those eyeballs to stick. And because Frankenstein needs a mouth, again, I'm going to use my edible marker and just draw a fun squiggly mouth for him. And oh my word, would you look at how stinking cute he is. I love these. These are not something, like I said, that I send to school with Allie, but these make for a perfect after-school treat or even a party favor for a Halloween party. If you have not yet seen my easy-to-do harvest burlap wreath that I made last year, that tutorial, I'll link that video in the description box below or up here on the top of your screen. You can just click on the eye and it'll take you right to that video. This is such a great DIY. I did one using Dollar Tree items and one using budget-friendly items that you can get at Walmart.
How fun are these treats? They are so easy to do, and I tell ya, Allie gets such a kick out of these. She never really knows which one I'm gonna put in her lunch, and so she just really likes having them. She likes the little treat bags, and I really don't mind doing it. I hope you all enjoyed today's easy-to-do, budget-friendly Halloween treats. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and like I always say, let's get this video to 5,000 likes, because each and every one of those thumbs up, along with the comments that you leave in the comments below, really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy everything on a budget, happy crafting on a budget, and bye for now, everybody.